We are Emma, Shaun, Rex and Maggie. Join us as we explore the UK and beyond in our old motorhome Renault. In this series, we head to the Highlands of Scotland, taking in the sights, wildlife spotting and exploring some of Scotland's history. So we think we've decided to stay in this little village in the car parking. We found that they had a little walk, so we've come out on that. It's got this brilliant viewpoint which is right just behind the village, not very far at all, but probably about a quarter of a mile up, something like that. Don't know if you can hear the cuckoo in the background as well. There's lots of bird life about, it's good. Yeah, and this is the view. I mean, it's pretty epic mountain view all the way there. Yeah, it's really lovely. So we're gonna find another way down and maybe go and make our way to the river and go and look at the viaduct.
Welcome to Scotland. Look at this, perfect weather. Sunny, little bit of windy to take the midges off. Yeah, we'll have this for the next 6 weeks, please.
Good morning. As you can see, it's quite chilly this morning. Maggie's decided that she doesn't want to even get up. I'll just show you. There she is. Morning, Maggie. She's having a cuddle with her bear. And Rex is over here on his chair. Say hi, Rex. Hi. Shaun's in the loo, so we'll leave him to it. I thought I'd just show you around. This is where we stayed last night. Hang on a minute. So yeah, so we found this on Park for Night, or Shaun did, and it's a community car park in the middle of this little village. You pay a £5 donation. There's a little pot over there, or they've got a QR code so you can pay online, and it just says parking, but it doesn't mention anything about overnight parking. It doesn't say you can't overnight park. So we stayed, the people next to us stayed as well, and there was a few other vans in the car park as well, if you can see. And yeah, we've used everything. We went to the pub, which is just across behind the van there, just behind there. So we went to the pub for a drink. They've got a little shop just across the road there, so we've used the shop this morning, bought some extra cereal. There's some public toilets just down the road, so if you don't want to use your loo, you can nip down there. There's also really handy if you have dogs. I'll just show you a beautiful Ben Moor behind me, and it's got this little river and railway walk which just goes off behind us here, and that takes you along underneath to the viaduct. Yeah, viaduct for trains, isn't it? Go under the viaduct, and you can also go down to the River Finnan and have a look down there. We went last night, it was absolutely beautiful. Shaun went out with the drone as well. Super quiet night's sleep. It is on the main road through, but after about 9 o'clock you don't hear a thing. It's just a lovely spot. So I did a little litter pick as well yesterday, just to tidy it up. There was a few bits of rubbish knocking about. So yeah, so leave it better than you found it. yeah, good little stop. So we've left our overnight stop and we've headed approximately 7 minutes down the road.
Yeah, not long.
And found this other little car park. Again, it's another little community car park, which you pay a £5 if you're a camper van or a motorhome to stay in.
Overnight.
So, yeah, overnight.
Yeah.
So that's really good. But what's good about this car park is that it has a little walk with a few interesting features on it. You can see behind us, what a view. What an amazing view.
It is. Beautiful.
So we're going for a little hike. I'm not sure how long it is. I don't think it's very long at all. But there's a few interesting features and we'll tell you about them along the way. So this area here is a battle site, the Battle of Dalrig, I think that's how you pronounce it. Robert the Bruce, after he was beaten in battle near Perth, the remnants of his army were ambushed by the clan MacDougall here in the summer of 1306. Caught by surprise, the battle was short, frantic engagement with the last of Bruce's horsemen killed and several of his allies injured. Oh dear, not a good time for Robert the Bruce. Dalrig is Gaelic for place of the king. There you go.
Moo doing a little bit of wild swimming so we don't have to. Be nice and cool, Moo. Rex is panning for gold. Have you found anything? Don't tell King Charles if you do. So you have a good look there, Rex. Got anything? You find anything?
Oh, we're going across the bridge and there's some waterfalls over there. Yay! That's not really gold, is it?
No, that belongs to the king.
That belongs to the king. I better leave it here.
Yeah.
It's a bit sharp. I don't know. I think that counts as litter.
Yeah, nice.
Put it in my pocket.
So this is the Lochen of the Lost Sword. The legend is, after Robert the Bruce was beaten, they all did a runner here and chucked their swords in the loch, and that's where the legend has it that is where it lays until today. So who knows?
Fun facts with Shaun.
Fun facts with Shaun.
This has been cool today. Oh, go on.
Hang on, look.
What?
It gets really bad with the midges here. Look what they've got. Midge swatters. Get away! Get away!
They're for putting out fires, aren't they?
I believe they are, but they could be used as midge swatters as well.
So this walk that we've just been on, it's not a very long walk. You can make it longer because it's part of the West Highland Way, which we're not sure how long it goes on for, but we'll probably check it out. But it looks like there's a lot of through hikers, so massive rucksacks, looks like they've got tents, you know, all their clothes and everything, so it must be quite a long way. It probably goes all the way to the coast from here, so yeah, it's a good spot.
So we managed to get a spot in one of the viewpoints, heading up to Glencoe, and check this out. Not a bad little stop off, is it? Good morning, everybody. We are currently at Glencoe Mountain Resort. We got here yesterday afternoon after a little bit of a stressful drive, mainly because of my stupid anxiety. The road is a little bit narrow for motorhomes, and there was just some big sort of trenches by the side, and I got a little bit scared. So anyway, so we managed to stop a few times on the way up to this point. We had an amazing view at Loch Tulla, I think it's called, and then we've come up to Glencoe Mountain Resort because Shaun wants to go for a mountain bike ride. I think he's going to do the red here. Apparently the black is horrendous, so he'll probably just do the red, but we've been hunkered down because the weather has taken a turn, as it does in Scotland, and is a little bit windy, as well as lots of rain passing through the valley. So we managed to stay here last night. It's a £5 donation to stay, and they have got some toilet emptying services and showers and toilets available. It costs £5 to park overnight, £5 to use the chemical waste and fill up, although the water looks a bit funny colour here, and it's £1 to have a shower, which is really good, and they've got a cafe on site too. The only thing is, at the moment they're currently doing a bunch of roadworks down on the A82, which is sort of down there somewhere, overnight. So we had trucks going up and down the little single road up and down here, picking up and dropping off tarmac that they're taking out of the road so they can resurface.
we have heard that they'd been doing it all night up until about 5 a.m, so we were in for a potential sleepless night. But luckily last night they think they stopped about 11:30, so they must have taken out of the road what they wanted to take out and possibly started tarmacking, so that was the noisy bit was down on the road. But yeah, so actually our night's sleep wasn't too bad at all. The car park here isn't level at all, it is very sloped, but all the vans that turned up last night have all parked along this little bit here. They've all left now, so we've got the place to ourselves, but there's a bit at the bottom of the car park, right by where people camp, that's fairly flat, so we're literally right down the bottom here, and everybody's left. So we have this, I don't know if you can see, I'll try and show you this pretty good view, other than the trucks doing their work, because they're now recycling the old road and taking it up the top. So yeah, so we have got a few heavy plant vehicles moving around, but you know, the view's pretty, you know, amazing anyway. So I think the plan is to try and stay here today. Shaun's going to try and get out for a ride later on if the weather holds for a little while. It has been literally 4 seasons in an hour here. Even the top of the mountain just over there has got some extra snow on it this morning, just a smattering of snow, and it's about 7 degrees outside currently. So yeah, not warm. So if he can't go this afternoon, he might wait and go in the morning when the wind's supposed to drop completely and there's no rain forecast at all. So we'll see. We're hopefully not going to get told off for staying here for more than one night. It doesn't say anything, so, but we're planning on probably staying here tonight and tomorrow. So we'll see. And maybe we'll get out for a bit of a walk too. Well, we made it out of the van. It's a bit windy, it's a little bit cold, it's raining every 2 minutes.
But we're dressed for the weather.
Yeah, we're dressed for it.
So we're all right. Never bad weather, just badly prepared clothing, as they say.
Yeah. Look at that view behind me. Epic. And that bit there, the valley that you can see just going in there, that's where the famous James Bond Skyfall Road is. We're not going to go down there because we can't fit the motorhome down there. Shaun was going to go on his bike, but it's a bit too rainy today, so we might leave that for next time. But yeah, the scenery is incredible. Morning everyone. Me and the dogs have just come out on a little hike from the Glencoe mountain resort. We've come up the West Highland Way. We're going against the traffic. Most people come up from the south towards the north, and we're just going down it towards the south for a little way. And look at this view behind me. Look at that. And then you've got the mountain resort, I think, yeah, up there, a little bit of snow on it, I think you can see. So I think we're going to stop here, and we're not going to go all the way downhill. We've been walking for about an hour, so I'm going to start heading back towards the mountain resort. Shaun's gone off to do some mountain biking to check out the red trail there, so we'll see what he has to say later, whether we enjoyed it or not, and he'll probably film it, so it will be on our other channel, the Search MTB. He'll probably do a full trail review on there, so that's cool. So yeah, so I need a tissue and I haven't got one, so that's lovely. And we're going to be heading back towards the resort now. You are being naughty on the table, aren't you? You're being naughty. Right, get down. Come on, off you get. Off. Daddy's going to tell you off. See, Daddy will tell you off.
Maggie, what are you doing?
Being a naughty girl.
What are you doing on the table?
Being a naughty girl.
I think you need to go and sit on your chair and think about what you've done. Come on, come sit on your chair. This one. This is the naughty chair. Sit down. Sit down. Right, now think about what you've done about sitting on the table. Stay there for 5 minutes. Down.
Don't look that bothered.
I know, as soon as I leave, you're going to get back on the table, aren't you?
Join us next time as we make our way to Fort William.